right? This is our room over there, right, with our private deck, which leads to private pool. This is kind of our private area where the kids can swim. Nice loungy hammock. And if we go out, Eden's having a fun time. Then when we go out, you see the collective sweet pools that everyone's joining. So wicked space. Happy to be here. So we're halfway through our trip. What a crazy start. Delayed plane by half an hour. Get here. As soon as we get here, it's torrential rainfall. Then our ride is not here to pick us up. Then when the ride does come, we end up almost getting in an accident. Then we get here, our room is not ready. I mean, all sorts of mess. And I thought, geez, like what a rough time. What this trip is gonna be. Hey, come here. I'll come in the video. Now, as you can see, the weather's a little better. We're swimming, we're enjoying, but it just made me think, you know, when I looked into that, there was a hurricane just like next door to us. And here I am bitching and complaining about things, service not being great and it all being tricky. You're gonna go, okay. And then just one day later, the sun clears. We get to the room we're supposed to be in here, this beautiful suite with the private plunge pool. Everything is just kind of working out great. So it just made me remember something that my friend Joey Coleman and Clay Bear says, and that's Carpe Defect, right? Take every opportunity and maximize every opportunity that doesn't look like it's starting well, and turn it around into something that's good. Change your attitude, have some gratitude, that sort of thing. And so here we are, halfway through the trip. Unsuccessful drone flight number 1. This morning I went out to try and fly the drone again, then got kicked off the beach, so I think I'm gonna have to try and sneak out one more opportunity, but we'll see what we can do for the rest of it. Just an encouragement to take any opportunity that looks like it's not so great and to turn it around into something that is, and then the effects are much better. Can I have a kiss? You know, as we're wrapping up our trip here, coming up on the final days, I'm reminded of a story. You probably heard of it. I don't know if I'm going to tell it right, but it's about 2 guys who were tasked with the competition of cutting down a tree. It was a race. One guy over here had his axe, one guy over here had his axe, and they basically had to compete for time to cut down this tree with nothing but a little axe, a big, huge tree. And so they started going at it. And after just a little bit, one of the guys is going and he's sweating and it's burning and he's going and he's going. And the other guy kind of takes a little bit of a break. And the other guy's like, well, I wonder what he's doing. Like, we're in a competition here, but he's going and he's sweating and he's going and he's sweating. And then the other guy again comes back, cuts a little bit, takes another extended break. And this goes on and on and on until finally the guy who's been taking all these breaks, his tree literally timber falls down while the other guy's sweating and aching and yawning and hurt and tired, and he only got through like half the tree. And so when they questioned him and they said, hey, like, what on earth were you doing? Why were you taking the breaks and whatnot? He says, hey, during those breaks, I was sharpening my axe. And I think the point here is, as I remember, you know, kind of like wrapping this whole thing up, is since having kids and since kind of trying to like grow this business and scale it up exactly the way that we're told to, I started to realize and remember that, you know what, I haven't taken like a real family vacation with everybody just to chill out on a beach for a long time. Yes, we went on trips and we took the kids with us and all this sort of thing, but since the kids were born, we actually didn't do any of that. And this was our first one, and man, just kind of the rejuvenation of like sitting on the beach and staring at the water and then just relaxing and not having an agenda, and like all of that combined has me feel like I'm that second guy who's taking the breaks and sharpening the axes and looking to come back even stronger and even more focused and even more determined and with more passion for things. And so I think the real takeaway here is, in a world that's all like hashtag hustle, and in a world where it's all about like work and don't sleep, and I get that, and there's a time and a season for that to grow things, but there's also a time where you just need to take a step back and to reward yourself and to renew yourself and to get back to a place where you can sharpen your axe and take the break, because I think in the sharpening of the axe and in the taking of the break is when you're actually able to go out and be more effective at what you do and be more focused and kind of reset. And so we have a new goal as a family here to take a quarterly vacation like this, just so we can kind of get focused and pay attention to what matters. So I hope that helps. I hope you think about how you could do that for yourself so you can sharpen that axe and make things even better for you. The only bar in the entire resort that actually serves coconut. This is our daily guilty pleasure. So we brought Eden horseback riding. Yeah, but she didn't realize how big the horses were, so when we tried to put her on, she was not too happy. So we're just gonna watch the horses, right, baby? Yeah, we're just gonna watch the horses. But then the lifeguard came and said we're not allowed to fly drones out here, so got busted. I'm gonna see if I can hide in a corner tomorrow, somewhere kind of like off property, and see if I can get one last chance at this. Hopefully we can get some shots for you. We'll tune in.